Well, you're saying that you rediscovered the guitar again after making your record.
Yeah, and it kind of felt, I don't know. I wanted to make some rock music. Then I wanted to make something that really sounded like a guitar, and not just, you know, I know it's strumming along. I wanted it to you know, I wanted if we were gonna make a rock album, if we were gonna make a stripped down rock album, then it would need to be like the most intense rock music that we could make. It wouldn't just be enough just us doing what we did 5-6 years ago. It would have to be a completely different side of what we were capable of.
Mm-hmm. Having said that, what changed when you were first rehearsing that first song together as a group? Did you feel different kind of energy with this in mind?
No, I didn't feel different kind of energy. No, I feel that the one thing I was most happy about was that it felt the same. It felt the same as how it did when we first started rehearsing, you know, in 2003. You know, it was the exact same energy of just us being in a room, and that's always been the part that I've enjoyed the most about being in this band, is what happens when the four of us just get together and communicate via our instruments rather than via our instruments and not anything else. That's always the most magical. Mm-hmm. and I remembered that when we were rehearsing, and I'd forgotten that for a long time.
Yeah, with your approach, maybe after being away from the guitar for a moment, did you approach playing differently? Is there a song on the record that you could have done if you would have kept playing the guitar all the time throughout the period?
Could have done or couldn't have done?
Yeah, so. Couldn't, because yeah, let me rephrase the question. Yeah. Because you didn't play for almost 2-3 years on the guitar, did you maybe write now or different kind of songs on it? That are on the record, if I can hear it?
Yeah, I think that there are certain songs on the record, songs like So He Begins to Lie and Real Talk, and The Healing, that feel like very different rhythms for us, you know, very different ways of playing, you know. There's a lot more restraint, you know, there's a lot more focus and restraint. It sounds like we're really listening to each other as a band, whereas before it felt like it was always a competition of everyone playing against everyone else. You know, that's maybe why, you know, that's one of the reasons why I find it very hard to listen to, I still find it quite hard to listen to Silent Alarm, because there's just too much, for me, too much kind of chaotic energy, which I think a lot of people like or whatever, but to me I just hear the lack of restraint. So it was nice with this record to be able to, you know, to go all out when we had to, but also to be able to pull back and make music as, you know, as a collective that was responding to that was responding to all of the parts, rather than just, I'm going to do my thing on my own and then you're going to do your thing and then we'll just see where it goes, you know. This
was the first time you think that you felt that you succeeded at that?
Well, yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, there have been moments with the records, but this is the first time I feel a real sense of discipline and restraint about the performances.